Yo, what's up guys? So, in today's video, I want to talk about healthy fat sources because I think it's a kind of neglected stuff because the thing is, I was pretty shredded and of course, how you get shredded? Not eat fat basically because that has the most amount of calories because 1 gram of fat is 9 calories. So if you think about it, you do this low calorie kind of diets and the low calorie diets is basically consist of low calorie food. It's kind of obvious, fucking obvious, but low calorie foods consist of mainly protein, a little bit of carbs, and basically no fat because this will make it low calorie. You eat just the egg whites, you eat just the peanut powder, or you eat low fat cheese, low fat yogurt, low fat shit, you know. So, and this was my problem because I had, if I look it back, I eaten like 20, 30 grams of fat per day. And yeah, I don't count macros and I don't care about them too much. But I think healthy fat should be in your diet. I don't say you should get 70 grams of fat every day. I don't say that. I think you should have a little bit of fat in every meal. If it's from these sources, which I will mention, then it's good. I think, in my opinion, it's better because of your hormones usually dissolving fat. Fat helps digestion, and the one and most important thing about fat is it fills you up. Not fills you up, but you feel satisfied after a fatty meal. So I tried keto many times over, and the thing was it that if I ate the same amount of calorie on my regular diet and my keto diet, for first I basically can't eat it because yeah, fatty foods has a lot of calories, but it's hard to eat that much in things that have a lot of fat in it and no carbs basically because in my country these kind of foods are one very expensive or second non-existing, so fucking non-existing. Yeah, so this was the problem with it, and the second problem was that basically the keto period where your body switching from carbs to fat, it's fucking terrible, man. 3 4 days of suffering for me at least. Okay, so why I think you should have fat, I already told you, but yeah, basically this is why. uh, and how to have a little bit of fat with every meal. These sources that I'm going to mention are, yes, of course, there is a low fat version of almost every one of them, and I'm not have one which is the best, in my opinion, and the easiest to basically incorporate into your meals. So let's start with yeah, this is fucking disgusting, guys. I know. And you need to see our freezer because my mother thinks that using the egg yolks and saving them will fucking cure hunger in the world. I don't know why. I have like 15 of these sheets in my freezer because my mother said, don't throw it out. By the way, respect my mother. But yeah, it's fucking disgusting. But these are egg yolks, and they have a lot of healthy fats in them. So these are good source of fat. However, for instance, I can't eat them, and I don't really want to eat them. I don't like too much yolk. I can't eat them because my stomach get fogged up as much as it can, and for a day I basically peeing in my second hole. So The next one is a few dairy products. Here be my basics, because I can't really get into stuffs here. It's really hard to get a lot of stuff in my country, which I'm seeing on YouTube, for example. But for instance, this cheese, it doesn't matter what kind of cheese, but cheese in general has a really good okay, so let's see. Yeah, 1/3 of the cheese, 1/4 of this cheese is fat, which is not that bad and not that good, but half of it protein, 1/4 of it is protein, 1/4 of it is fat. So if you want to incorporate into your sandwich, then it is a really good idea. Or just wanna shred some. I have a low fat cheese too, which is kind of lower. So from 100 grams, like 10 gram is fat, which is still good, basically, because yeah, it won't be as much as this, but it will still help you in terms of your fats, basically, and help you get a little bit closer. So next one, another dairy product, yogurts. It is a Greek yogurt, because in my country you can get low-fat Greek yogurt. It's normal yogurt, but I usually not eat Greek yogurt, just like sauces and stuff. But I usually eat low-fat yogurt for my dinner. But I'm going to show you what I put in that yogurt to be fatty. So this has 10% of it is fat, so it's kind of good. So with dairy products, the problem is a lot of people can't eat dairy products, and if you eat too much of dairy products, which are fatty, a lot of people can't handle it. I couldn't too. My body is so fucking strange. If I eat too much of dairy, it's not strange, but if I eat too much dairy, I get fucked up. So yeah, I have to watch for it. But if I eat just 1 tablespoon of this, that's fine. And 1 tablespoon of this with some tzatziki seasoning is a really fucking good sauce for your salad, bro. So try it out. Just salt, pepper, a little bit of seasoning, what you want, and it's a really good sauce for your salad. Oh, okay, and a little bit of water, because it's thick as fuck. Okay, so dairy products. Okay, the best thing I think you should incorporate in your diet, because it is really fucking good for your oats and shit. Fuck. It's coconut shell. It is a really good way to incorporate a lot of fat into your diet, because it has it's almost just fat. Yeah, 61 grams of fat from 100 grams. So it's a lot of fat, basically. And if you just sprinkle, I just usually sprinkle 10 grams of it. It's kind of a lot of calories, because it's 65 calories for just a sprinkle. But for first, it goes a long way. It gives a really good flavor, and you bring in 6 or 7 grams of fat just with that, 6.5. So it's a really good way to get your stuff done and get more fat into your diet. Okay, the next one, which I eat every fucking day. So by the way, this is what goes into my yogurt at night, because it's really fucking good. With yogurt, I just put in some strawberries, sprinkle this shit on, and it's good as hell. Okay, next one is dark chocolate. It's not dark enough, by the way. I should get darker chocolate, but yeah, it tastes good. And it has fat too. By the way, it has a lot of fucking fat. 42 grams of fat from 100 calories. Fuck it, man. So it has a really good, so it's 74%. The best is, of course, the 99%. It has a lot of fat, but I recommend the 84 to 75. It tastes good. I usually, just take one square or two and just bite off a little piece and let it melt in my mouth. It tastes fucking amazing. But guys, be careful because it's addicting as fuck. I love it too much, basically. That's my problem. By the way, 2 squares from this 74 chocolate is 100 calories. 110, 112, something like that. It's 20 grams, by the way, if you're wondering. Yeah, it has like 8 grams of fat. It's really good, especially if night, because when you are getting up after a fatty meal at night, not too fatty because that's not good either, but after a fattier meal, then you will be better off at morning and not get as hungry. In my opinion and in my experience, this is what happens. Yeah, by the way, fats are not the best choice, by the way, when you are eating your pre-workout meal, because fat slows the digestion down, that food. So it's a good way to just leave the fatty things out. By the way, a good fattier alternative is cocoa powder from this, which can make a really good sauce. Again, you can see it in my pancake video. By the way, that hasn't got too much fat on it. It's just like 1 or 2 grams within 30 calories, so not that much, but it is a good addition to your diet, basically. Okay, so the next one, which I don't get or don't have at home right now, is peanut butter, almond butter, cashew butter, any kind of butter. Not the dairy one, but the dairy one, by the way, it is good if you can handle dairy. It can be a good addition to your stuff. But otherwise, peanut butter and all the kind of nut butters are really good for your digestion, for your oats, for your fuck knows what you are eating. That's sweet, for your lava cake, for your pancakes. It's a really good addition to your pancakes, but melt it before you use it because that's going to be fucking delicious, bro. Yeah, the other good fat sources are meats, fattier meats. I'm not recommending to eat fattier meats all the time. I just recommend to eat every 2 or 3, 4, 5 days. So basically eat 1 or 2 fattier meals every week. Eat a beef or bacon, maybe. I don't salmon, something like this, something along those lines. Okay, so this was the fat sources that I think the best, and you should use them. And why? It's because it's healthy, man. It's healthy, and you should be incorporating as much healthy fat as you can, because it will help you with your fullness, with your diet, with your hormone levels. And by the way, a lot of hormones are just dissolving in fat, so yeah, you fucking need fat. So I'm not saying to switch to keto. I'm not saying you should count your macros. I'm saying that you should just look at it. And if it's 20 grams of fat, that's not enough. Incorporate something fatty. But if you don't feel satisfied enough in a fattier diet, then yeah, you can leave that out. But I highly against it, because I think, for example, a square or 2 of this chocolate, it's not gonna hurt you. It's not gonna get you nightmares. It's just 100 calories. Yeah, I know if you are eating 1,500, that's fucking a lot, but if you are eating 1,500, then what the fuck are you doing, man? So, yeah. Or like an egg yolk, which is 40 calories, 50 per yolk. I don't know. I know an egg like a 70 calorie. So yeah, think about it. I highly suggest to use some kind of fatty sources in every meal. I'm not saying to get 20 grams of fat every meal. I'm just saying 6 to 7 grams or at max 10. And it's going to be adding up from your chicken, from a little bit of sauce action, or a little shredding of cheese. And if you use light cheese, that's good too, bro. Just use some kind of fattier alternative. I know you can get fat-free cheese, but I don't know if it's the fully fat-free or not fully fat-free. Please leave the comment down below. I don't know, basically, because I can't really wrap my head around it. How the fuck is cheese fat-free? Yeah. So, guys, eat your fats. Not get on keto. Just eat a little bit more fat if you are feeling bad, if you're not feeling good. By the way, if you are feeling fine, then yeah, it doesn't matter. But I recommend to try this out and just experiment with it. If you think this video was informative and you think this shit is disgusting as fuck, then leave a comment down below that vomit this shit up. And yeah, guys, I hope you like this video. If you do, please hit the like button, turn on the post notification, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, guys.